plan is for bringing back Maxis. It better be good.
Teased. I have scraped all Project Janus files classified Director's Eyes only. Richtofen is obsessed with an ancient relic called the Sentinel Artifact. He believes it has the ability to manipulate a form of protomatter called Prima Materia.
You can't be serious.
Hey, welcome back lads. So there we have the ending cutscene for the zombies map Terminus in Black Ops 6, and this has a huge impact on the story, and it also teases the next DLC map, which is not too far away. It's going to release sometime in Season 1. So let me explain everything that's going on here, and first things first, this cutscene confirms that the current zombies story is going to connect back to the Chaos story from Black Ops 4, and that was a completely separate story all about mythology, but now it's interconnected with the Dark Ether story, and that was actually teased or even confirmed back in Call of Duty Vanguard, but I think most people did not care about that game, so they might have missed that detail. You might have missed it too, but here in Black Ops 6 we see that this Chaos story link is not something just kind of small going on in the background, but it's a big thing, because the cutscene tells us that the storyline going forward is about Richtofen and the crew kind of racing against each other to find the Sentinel artifact, and that is a mythological artifact that can manipulate Prima Materia. In Black Ops 4, the artifacts basically acted as the power switch in those maps, because you would activate the artifact and it kind of transforms the map in a way, and would create a zombies outbreak with that Prima Materia. You can kind of think of this Prima Materia as the element 115, or the Ethereum of the Chaos story. It's a supernatural element that causes the zombies and all the magic that we see. So yeah, it's something very similar, and it's interesting that that exists in this current storyline along Ethereum. It's also interesting that in the final Chaos map in Black Ops 4, we saw that the Prima Materia could kind of, I don't know, materialize as crystals. The map Ancient Evil, I think the most beautiful map we've ever seen, had these massive red crystals. So it'd be really interesting to see the purple Ethereum crystals and the red Chaos Prima Materia crystals. And now about the next map, the next DLC map, or the first DLC map, they say that the artifact may be located somewhere in Avalon. Avalon is of course one of the main locations we see in Black Ops 6 across multiplayer and campaign. The maps Lowtown, Skyline and Red Card all take place in Avalon, and that's because it is a Warzone map, a future Warzone map, probably releasing next year at some point. But so like, what, is the next zombies map just going to be part of a Warzone map? As far as we know, this is going to be a standard round-based map, so it's not going to be like an open world mode like Modern Warfare Zombies or Outbreak, so it wouldn't be the full Warzone map, just part of it, like copy and pasted or turned into a new zombies map. But I think we all know it'd just be, you know, kind of cut out of the Warzone map and placed into zombies, so I'm not really sure what to think of that, to be honest. Of course, we all know that since the very beginning and up to even recently, we've seen them transform campaign missions into zombies maps, but we've never seen them like just take part of a Warzone map into zombies. You know, like we've seen a full Warzone map like Urzikstan in Modern Warfare Zombies. We've seen them take parts of the Warzone maps to turn them into multiplayer maps and ground war maps, but never for what they would call a new Zombies DLC map. So yeah. So yeah, I guess we can just hope, or we should just hope, that it's not just a location from the Warzone map simply copy and pasted into zombies with little effort put into it. Hopefully it will be something more like that, something more like a brand new map that just so happens to take place in Avalon, but hopefully it's built from the ground up for zombies, especially since they've had 4 years to make this game. It'd suck to see them, you know, so quick resort to just pumping out low quality zombies maps and content just for the sake of it. Now, I will also point out that one of the leaked locations of Avalon is a dig site. It's the map Dig from Black Ops 2, and I wonder if this is the area where they are digging to find the Sentinel artifact. You know, maybe it's an ancient artifact buried under the ground. And also, Avalon takes place in France, and remember that we have seen a zombies map before that takes place in France and is based around a dig site. Origins, of course. So I don't know, maybe it'd be kind of similar to or inspired by Origins, but instead of a World War I battlefield that has a lot of, you know, character and vibe to it, it would just be Avalon from Warzone. pretty much. Now finally, the last thing that comes to mind is talking about zombies in France. I think a lot of us would rather see Paris. You know, Paris was originally supposed to be a zombies map in Black Ops 1, but it got changed to Moon, and ever since people have wanted to see a Paris map. So yeah, I think we'd much prefer to see Paris zombies instead of, you know, if we're talking about zombies in France rather than just a Warzone location. Copy and paste it into zombies. But anyway, that's all we have for now. So stay spicy and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.